Hello, my name is Joshua Keith, and this is theburningcoal.com, a website dedicated to God's glory, His grace, and our response to it. Today, I would like to take our Thankful Thursday and look at the idea of being thankful for His presence. Now, our society can really struggle with loneliness, and in fact, you see all sorts of advertisements on television, you hear them on the radio, you can see them as you look on the internet and scroll through social media about the way that people can get counseling and the way they can be encouraged by other people as they may be dealing with different issues that they're going through. And in particular, one of the things that can be at the core of that is the idea of loneliness. There are some certain things about our society that makes this more likely. The fact that so much now has been made where you can do it online or you can do it while staying home. You don't have to go out to eat. You don't even have to drive through the drive-thru and talk to the person at the drive-thru anymore. You can have people drop food off at your door. You can have people drop your groceries off at the door. A lot of people now work from home. You don't have to have phone conversations with people. You don't have to have in-person conversations with people. If you want to, you could do video, but you can also just text or message or post things. And so, because of the way that this electronic age works, if we're not careful, we can fall into a trap of loneliness. There are lots of advantages to these things, but we also just need to be aware that it can actually cause us to be separate from people. Then you throw in what's been happening over the last couple of years with the pandemic, and we have a recipe set up to make it where people struggle with loneliness. But as Christians, we can be thankful for God's presence. Notice what Jesus tells the disciples in Matthew chapter 28. He is giving them the Great Commission. He tells them to go out throughout the world, preaching and baptizing in His name. And at the end of that, He says, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you, and behold, I am with you always to the end of the age. That same thought is something that can be of great comfort to us as well. And it's good for us to realize that Jesus is with us, in particular as we teach and as we're trying to evangelize. You know, a lot of times whenever we're going out and we're spending time with people of the world, we're trying to be a light, we're trying to share His news, that doesn't always go over well. Just as they rejected Jesus, they very well may reject us as well. And that can be a very lonely feeling. And so we need to know that Jesus is with us as we're trying to have the courage and trying to find out what it is to say, not to be discouraged, that we can know that Jesus is with us. But also we know that Jesus is with us when others are not. You think about Paul at the end of his life and how many of his companions had left him, some for terrible reasons because they had just abandoned him or were even against him now. Others just because that's the way that things happen in life sometimes. So he really is looking forward to Timothy coming to him. But the thing that Paul understood, and the thing that we can understand, is that even when other people are not around, we are not alone. Because Jesus is with us. Jesus knows what we're going through. He knows what's happening. And we can take comfort in the fact that He is with us through all of those things. Sometimes you even have people around you, and you're lonely because they don't understand what you're going through. They don't understand the thoughts in your head. They don't understand the difficulties that you have. But again, Jesus is with you always. He knows your thoughts. He knows what it is that you're struggling with. He knows your heartache. He knows your pain. And so we can take comfort in the fact that we're not alone, even in those thoughts, even in those hard times. Jesus is with us always. And so we need to not forget about that, and also to be thankful for it, to lean on it for encouragement and to treasure it, because it's not something that everybody has. Only those that are that are with God, that are His children. I hope this lesson blesses you in your walk in His kingdom.